Hello guys and welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. Once again I'm Greg and this is the Starting 11 show. Last time out a much needed win against Arsenal, and coming up a game against Palace which would turn a one-off win into some good momentum if we can get a result. In terms of injury news, Rondon's back and in contention, Davies and Calvert-Lewin remain injured, and Yerry Mina, having been rushed back into the team last time, went off with a knock and is now unavailable for this game. A lot of people saying his inclusion was rushed back only to make the point of having Luca Dean dropped so that Godfrey could go out at left back. Another excuse in the armoury of people who want to attack Benitez. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I think he has rushed him back, and I think it was a mistake. Big point of contention this video though tags onto that: will Luca Dean come back in, take back his place at left back, or will we see Godfrey stay there? A lot of people happy with his performance against Arsenal. You know, he was happy to stick a good challenge in. I think a little bit too forceful with it sometimes, risk leaving us a man down. A couple of bad challenges on Tomiyasu, but it's that fight we want to see. Certainly night and day, or as Benitez will spin it, because he loves the running, as he keeps saying, he loves how much we're running. He will spin it that it's the polar opposite of what he was saying from Luca Dean. But I digress. Looking at the team, Pickford in goal, I don't think there's any real question about it. But the back line, as I said, is questionable. I personally think, and this is more a question of psychology at this point, because we don't know what is going on in Benitez's mind. But he's a character that is so contentious. I can't see him just bringing Luca Dean straight back in and giving it that, it was just one game to adjust his attitude. He tends to alienate and cause problems that run much deeper than that. You've just got to look at the James Rodriguez saga. So personally, I think we'll see Dean on the bench this time, but I don't think we'll see him back in the team. So my back line would be Coleman, and then partnering Keane would be Holgate. We saw him come on after having served his suspension when Yerry Mina went off. So that seems to be his default or his go-to. And then, of course, Godfrey keeping his place out on the left. Again, I will preface this by saying it's not what the team it's not the team I would like to see, but it's the team I think Benitez will go with. Holding in the midfield again, of course, will be Doucouré on the right side and Alan with him. And I think the front line will stay largely the same. I think we'll see Gray through the middle, Gordon maybe out on the left, and Townsend out on the right, but those three are quite fluid. I think most of them could play on most of those three positions, so that's fantastic. I don't think we will see Rondon come straight back into the team. If we do, I think it would be absolute insanity. Richarlison's display against Arsenal was fantastic, almost the perfect striking display, really. He was tenacious, didn't let his head drop, really hungry for goals. Obviously, he's come back from a bit of an injury, and he just wants to get straight back into where he left, pick back up where he left off from. So Richarlison should absolutely be allowed to keep that position until Calvert-Lewin comes back. I don't think Rondon will come back in. I think it's probably the end of the window of opportunity that we have for those two young guys, Sims and Dobbin. I think now that Richarlison's back, because they're now below him and Rondon on the pecking order, probably Tosin as well. Let's be fair. So I think that'll be the team. I think we'll see Pickford, Coleman, Holgate, Keane, Godfrey, Doucouré, Alan, Gray just in front of them, and then a front three almost of Gordon, Richarlison and Townsend. Hopefully that'll be enough to get through Palace. As I said, it's desperate times. We'd love to build up some momentum here, get as many points as we're going through this period without Calvert-Lewin as possible, so that when we do have an ability to kick on, we've at least got something to start on, a couple of rungs up the ladder that we can start building from. Let's hope for a good result, and I will see you guys next time.